Mac, it's not normal. And I change position consciously when I have this conversation, because I don't understand why many South Africans, black, white, Indian, colored, are not driven to a sense of urgency about this. It's not normal that 62% of young people in this country, if you're looking at the expanded rate of unemployment, which sometimes now we're trying to hide, of course, because we're not looking at the expanded. We're saying that those who have given up looking for jobs, we don't count them in the stats anymore, right? So it's not normal that 62% of young people in this country are unemployed. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not right. It's unconscionable. It is actually evil. If you have to ask me, what is the definition of evil? The future of the Republic of South Africa, 62% of them have got no job. They wake up in the morning on Monday and they've got nowhere else to go. And just because we have got some kind of a salary that gets into our account, that we're able to live in a nice place and drive one car or have two cars and have maybe two kids in private school, and we're able to go on holiday maybe twice a year, we're okay, right? It's not normal. And when we realize, and when we finally get to the tipping point, because it's going to tip, you cannot.
We're going there.
We're going there. You can't have a society where 62% of young people are unemployed and think that they're going to wake up one day and they're going to sing, Hail Mary. It's not going to happen. It's not a kumbaya moment. The whole South Africa, we love you moment was in 1994. It's done.
That's it.
We're not going to have that again. And again, it's not normal that we have not redistributed land appropriate. It's not normal. It's not normal that after democracy, we have got white minorities that still benefit from apartheid in a country with the black majority.
And still protect and fight about it.
And you know what, Mac? What makes me even more mad is that they're not protected by just whites. They're protected by blacks. Black politicians are protecting white privilege. And you can quote me, black politicians are protecting white privilege. That is not normal. It doesn't make sense. You cannot have democracy without economic justice. You know, I realize where the education of young people is taking this country. I realize that we're going to struggle if we don't address youth unemployment and address it critically.
Yes.
I realize that the next particular battle in South Africa is going to be against the haves versus the have-nots. And when the haves go, or the haves showcase what they have and the have-nots realize they want what the haves have got, it's not going to be about color. The battle of haves and have-nots is not about color, it's about class.
And we saw that, right? We saw that the uprisings that happened, the looting,
July
right?
2021.
Yeah, July 2021, right? Yeah. And we can all sit behind our high fences, right? And our walls and our dogs and our security guards, right? But when the people have finished with the Pick n Pays, the Woolworths, the ShopRites, the Checkers, the tuck shops, the spaza shops of this world, we're next. We're next. And it won't be black or white, as you're saying. It won't be about color. It'll be about the haves and the have-nots. So if we don't make an, effort to change our country, to make a difference, to create employment, we are next, because we're the ones that have and they don't.
Yeah. And again, it goes into also the level of our consciousness.
The ANC has failed its people because they're the liberators, right?
Yeah.
There was a time when they had the two-thirds majority.
Yeah.
They put in policies. They could have changed the constitution. They could have changed policies. They could have made sure that we're not where we are here. So you are right. They've allowed for it. They've protected it. And now it's too late.
But within the limited time that you have, don't steal from the people. Within the time frame that you've got, don't steal. Don't end up at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. Don't end up in spaces where you're looking at the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. Don't end up at the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. Let me not hear that you were receiving frozen chicken. Like, it's not the time, right? It's not the time. We let me not hear that there was a conversation around frozen chicken. Let me not hear that there were conversations.
Or BBLs for that matter.
or buildings that were leased out by, SAPS or SAPS buildings that were supposed to be there and the contract was just done irregularly. Let me not hear that. Because you were given the country and the majority of this country said, let's lead us to a better place. But again, it goes back to how we negotiated. How did we negotiate this democracy? And if we look at how we negotiated this democracy, what we also have to pay into mind is that this wonderful constitution that we speak of is supposed to be a living document. And I don't know if many people know that the constitution is a living, breathing document. In other words, Mac, if it doesn't serve us any longer, we should be able to amend the Constitution because it is alive. It is a breathing document. But we've treated the Constitution like it is a dead document, like it is a Bible that can't be changed.
Well, it's just some paper that's there, right? You know, we're not living up to its principles.
Right. And then again, Mac, who wrote the Constitution? And what was the benefit of writing the Constitution? Because if you read the Constitution, right, South Africa, there are aspects of the Constitution that you go, okay, this is great.
We the people.
Right. But where are we in this Constitution? Do the people govern? Do the people feel empowered? Do the people have economic justice? Because if you have to ask me, under this Constitution, under the Constitution, the people that were rich under apartheid are still rich under democracy, under the Constitution. So who was the Constitution written for? Who was the Constitution supposed to protect at the expense of whom?